In the top stories, tree planting ceremony held to mark the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Former Health Minister lobbies for e-cigarette legislation in Guyana. And Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee celebrations kick off in the UK. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Thursday, June 2nd, 2022. I'm your presenter, Shanique Harvey. Nationally, government officials and students joined Governor General His Excellency Sir S.W. Tapley Seaton, GCMG CVO QC JP LLD, at Government House this morning for a tree planting ceremony to commemorate the Platinum Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II. This was one of several activities being planned to observe the event, which commemorates her 70-year reign as monarch. During the ceremony, remarks were given by the Governor General and Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris, who emphasized that the tree planting is also indicative of commitments to fight climate change. The tree planting falls in line with the Queen's Green Canopy initiative, which marks the 2022 Jubilee by inviting persons to plant a tree for the Jubilee. Following the ceremony at Government House, 70 trees will be planted in various locations around the island as part of that initiative. On Thursday evening, a beacon lighting ceremony will be held at Government House. According to reports, beacons will be lit across the United Kingdom and in the Commonwealth nations to mark the anniversary. Queen Elizabeth II, then aged 25, acceded the throne on February 6, 1952, on the death of her father, King George VI. Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris used Wednesday's cabinet press conference to state for the public record that there is no evidence of him undermining any minister that served in the Team Unity coalition government. While responding to a question posed by the media, Prime Minister Harris dismissed this notion made by former members of the federal cabinet as false and as mere scapegoating by non-performing individuals who failed in their duties to properly and effectively carry out the work of the people.
There's never been any undermining reported by any minister. Never until now. This is part of the deceitful politics that has been now being propagated by the 6 who have been sacked for non-performance by this government. Go back to 2020 general elections. You hear each and every one of them say Dr. Harris has been given sterling performance to this country. Go back to the budget debate. Each and every one of them approve it, was satisfied that they had adequate resources to do the people's work.
In contrast, Prime Minister Harris said the members of the new cabinet, in as little as 3 weeks, have made substantial progress in mobilizing resources for the commencement of several major projects that the original ministers were unable or unwilling to do.
You have heard from each of the ministers. You have heard the Attorney General. Within days, he was able to do that which had not been done for several years, while budgetary resources were being provided. Some ministers were busy in their private practices, enriching themselves, rather than serving the people of this country. And then when their constituents could not see or benefited from them, could neither see nor benefit from them, they had to find a scapegoat. And it was easy to say their hands were tied.
Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris. The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis is currently restructuring its mental health services to reflect a refocused approach to improve service efficiency and effectiveness. This, according to Minister of Health Honorable Akila Baron-Nisbet during her appearance on the radio program The Point on Tuesday.
We are doing a complete rework of the entire structures that we use for mental health. And so over time, persons will hear of these changes that we are making to see how we can restructure on the community side so that it augments and assist with the institution side, get better referral from institution into the treatment center, into community, and follow those patients throughout their times to make sure that they're taking their medications, to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to.
Minister Byron Nisbet said it was important to hire a new psychiatrist to enhance counseling services in the Federation.
Previously, within the entire health system, there was only one psychiatrist. And having come in and see that one psychiatrist to cover hospital needs at the psychiatric unit and still cover community need and the health the day treatment center, I thought that was too much for one. And I thought it was important to bring in an additional psychiatrist who will have stationed at community level at the day treatment center, but also assigned to community to assist with our mental health patients at that level as well.
Minister Byron Nisbet said that she has conducted meetings with the Chief Medical Officer and the Director of Community Services, who have been working with her to enhance the sector. Regionally, in Guyana, former Health Minister Dr. Leslie Ramsamy lobbies for legislation governing the circulation of electronic tobacco products to remain amongst top priorities